first of all, how excited I am to be here speaking with you guys again. I love speaking to schools. You guys are so much fun. You guys get it. You get the message. You've got the energy. And I love hanging out with you guys. It's great. So I also wanted to thank Veronica, Nate, and Angela for inviting me to chat with you guys. Thank you guys so much. It's fantastic. Inviting me to talk to you guys about your Green Team events and how you can really make strong impressions through your branding. So part of what I do as merchandising manager is help schools look their best through their displays and their branding, and really helping them create that great impression for guests. Guests today are really looking for lasting experiences. They want to connect with wherever they're spending their time and their money. And you guys, as future professionals or learning leaders, are really instrumental in creating that experience, that connection with the guests. And the Green Team is even more amazing at creating those connections because you guys have the energy, you have the positive message, you've got the style and the creativity, and you're really putting yourselves out there to spread that Paul Mitchell message. So what does your Green Team event say about the brand? Your Green Team events speak just as much about the brand as your hairstyles do, or as the products do, or JP. So what sort of messages are you communicating when you stage a fashion show or sponsor a recycling drive? So today I'm going to be giving you 3 helpful tips on how to create a branded Green Team event, how to take your events to the next level in terms of branding and really giving your guests an experience that leaves them amazed and inspired about Paul Mitchell and what Paul Mitchell is all about. So my first tip I've got is everything you touch turns to green. So what do we mean by this? What we mean by this is that every element of your event has the potential for being green. So we're talking about the costumes you wear during the fashion shows, to the decorative flowers you use to decorate your event, or maybe it's the tablecloths you use. Every single item, every element can be green as long as you research and plan. So to do this, you've got to get creative. Look around your school for ways to reuse what you've already got or use old things in new ways. Get creative in what areas can be greener. Like, for example, instead of using paper towels to tidy up your next event, use your service towels and then wash them in your washer. So saving that paper along the way. Little things like that. It's just so easy, but they're creative ways that you can really live that green message. It's one thing to talk about it, but it's another thing to really live it. So the key to the green event is really simplicity, keeping things simple. And by keeping things simple, you can really save a lot of time, resources, and money. So as you plan your next event, ask yourself, am I really making this simple? Can this be done with less? And we do this all the time in the Beverly Hills office. All the time. We're so guilty of coming up with big, crazy ideas for a new packaging or new brochures or marketing materials, 20, 30 pages, all this paper, and then we always have to go back and ask, do we really need this many pages? Does this box need to be this big? How can we save? So these are the questions that you should be asking yourself about your event. Do I really need 20 fake flowers to decorate, or can I get by with 10? Do I really need to print 100 flyers and hand them out to everyone? Or maybe I just get email addresses from the guests and then email out the information. Or maybe I put it in a simple frame. So keeping it simple will save you a lot of time and resources and money as well. All right, so tip number 2, image is everything. So you guys are totally familiar with this concept since you attend and are part of the most professional company in the beauty industry. We guys get that image is everything. You guys get that image is everything. So this is second nature to you guys. So as you plan your next Green Team event, take that same professionalism and translate it into the elements of your event. So ask yourself, is my green display professional looking? Are the signs we're making to promote the event professional looking? So when you're out volunteering, is your team representing the brand through proper dress? Just keep in mind that every single detail and element communicates about you and the Paul Mitchell brand. Okay, so image is everything, and the important element of that is being clean and organized. And I can tell you right now, that can be tough sometimes. I'm really, really guilty of this. You guys should see my office. It's actually kind of bad on occasion. It can be crazy with bottles and props and vases and flowers, all sorts of fun stuff. So I'm just as guilty about this as the next person. But organization is so important with events because the guests are looking to you to set the example. So always be asking yourself, how can I make this event more organized? The more clean and organized you are, the more successful your event is going to be. But most importantly, I think it's important to remember that, all the elements need to be clean and organized and professional, but the most important element to remember is that you are the brand. It's not just the clothes you're wearing or your hairstyles or what you look like, but it's you. It's the things you say, the things you do, the way you carry yourself, your personality. All of that speaks to the amazing quality and uniqueness of the Paul Mitchell brand and how special you are as future professionals. And nothing can represent the brand better than you. And honestly, you guys, I have never seen it done better than with future professionals. You guys represent this brand so well with your energy and professionalism. So you guys have got this down. You're truly amazing representatives of the Paul Mitchell brand. So keep up the great work. All right, so tip number 3, we have this saying here in the Beverly Hills office, and we say, don't die with your secret. So what does that mean? This means that since you guys are taking all this time and effort to be green, creating these fashion shows that are green and, recycling drives that are green, volunteering around your cities, what we mean by don't die with your secret is no one will know about all of the efforts you're taking unless you tell them. You really have to spread this message out. So send out those emails letting your guests know about your efforts. Share with your guests of your fashion show all of these steps that you took to ensure that every element was green. No one's going to know unless you shout it out from the hilltops. So don't die with your secrets. Spread that message as far as you can and show people that this isn't just a fad. It's not just, you're not doing it just because it's trending. It's important to you and it's very valued by you guys and your school. Use the Green Team Facebook page. Post your photos from your events. Really spread that message. Brag about what you've done. Share your tips from events to other schools and, talk about your Green Team projects. This Facebook page, it's such an amazing outlet for sharing your team's vision and your efforts. And you guys are going to help inspire other people too. When you post those photos and everyone's looking at them, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, what a great idea. I really want to do that too. Happens all the time. So really try and spread that message out by sharing your photos. Also, too, sharing the vision of JPMS is so important to build the brand. So many guests are interested and they're excited to learn about what we give back, how we give back, and how we affect change in the world. So share these things with your guests, whether they're at their Green Team event or maybe they're sitting in your chair. So your Green Team events are the perfect place to talk about how people like JP set the example for us and how his leadership is really the framework for everything that we do. So empower your guests by sharing what's most important to you. Don't die with your secret. Okay, so there you guys have it. Those are your 3 tips for building your next amazing branded Green Team event. And those are some easy tips to create really, really powerful Green Team events with a strong branded message. And I hope this helps you out with your next event. And I really look forward to seeing a lot of your pictures posted on Facebook to see what you guys have already done in the past or stuff that you guys are currently planning. So I'll be sure to stalk that Facebook page and see what you guys are up to. So thank you so much for having me. And coming up next is an amazing message from our fearless leader, Wynn Claybaugh. So get ready for an inspiring message. Thanks, guys.
Hi, everybody. Wynn Claybaugh here, Dean of Paul Mitchell Schools. And I'm just so excited the role that I get to play. And sometimes that role is I just stand on the sidelines and I watch other people be brilliant. I learned a long time ago that successful leaders surround themselves by people who are smarter than they are. And when it comes to Go Green, you better believe that that's exactly what I've done. So welcome to this very first Go Green webinar. You're going to hear some amazing information. And, even behind me, you see all this press about what the consumers think, what the industry thinks happening in our Paul Mitchell schools, that we are making a difference. I can't think of a better topic, of a better cause for you to get passionate about, to stand behind, because this is a cause that you'll take to your home, to your family, to your neighborhood, to your community, and it's a lifelong practice. And once again, I'm so grateful to all those incredible people who are smarter than I am, and they're teaching me my role in going green. Enjoy this webinar.
Wow.